Okay, we're live, baby.
Good morning.
We're live. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I got Lee from Advanced Technologies here. We're going to do some air conditioning extraction so we can remove the HVAC system. Again, Carl's the man in charge. He's going to be managing the stream. Let me know if you guys can hear me or not. Yes, no, maybe. Can you hear? Can you see? Anything? Anything? Oh, shit, people are on there. All right, let's get to it, baby. All right, so Lee's gonna extract. Is that the high pressure or low pressure
This
one?
one's the low pressure. It's a little on the rash side to get to.
Okay.
Almost got it on it. Come on, get on there. Thank God they didn't go to the new the Freon yet. The Y. No, Y. What the fuck? It's 1234 or 1234, and the stuff is unbelievably expensive. Is it on? No.
So again, what are we doing, Lee? We're gonna plug this in.
Plug it in, reclaim everything out of it, so we don't leak any of the refrigerants to the atmosphere.
Yep, we're environmentally friendly here on the Rich Rebuild Show. We want to make sure, because most people will probably just cut the line or just push the pin in to extract it that way.
Yeah.
But we're gonna do it the right way.
The
with
atmosphere
the right
extract, it's not cool.
That's right.
All right, that one's on. The high side, easy to do.
So wait a minute. So how does this work then? So it reclaims it into a bottle, and then
Yeah,
what?
fully reclaims it in there, analyzes it, makes sure there's no contaminants in the system.
Yeah.
And we'll just hold it until we need reuse it. And
It can reissue it too?
Yes.
Oh wow.
It's actually.
And I think it tells you how much it's extracting, right?
Yes. Right now, it's actually doing a quick clearing process.
Yep.
You know what? Clearing this system. Start. Okay, starting to recover. Right now.
Oh wow, and it tells you the weight.
Yes.
So far, ½ kilogram recovered so far. Recover in progress. Awesome.
Yeah, so it just totally. And if we want to, we can actually vacuum it down. So let's say we service it, we can vacuum it down, make sure the system holds under vacuum so there's no other leaks.
Right.
It'll do that. But let's say we had it open, it'll also get moisture in it. The AC system has a desiccant bag in it that's hydroscopic. It absorbs moisture. We want to get that moisture out. To get moisture out, you apply a vacuum. Water will start boiling at a low vacuum.
Yeah.
So you actually will boil the water out. When people think boiling it has to heat up, it doesn't. When water's under vacuum, it'll actually vaporize. Let's just call it vaporizing. And will actually vaporize and come out. You get all the water out of the system.
Gotcha.
When you have the system open, you don't want water in there when it starts working. You start actually having ice crystals going places and clogging up. Not cool. Anyways, so this system takes care of everything that could possibly go wrong.
How many pounds are usually in here?
That's a good question. On an average car, it could be about 1.5 pounds on average. On Tesla, on this one, I don't know on this particular one.
It's funny. I think your wife's in the stream. My husband's so smart.
Oh no, honey, no.
Oh
no.
We got a visitor. I think Lee has a significant other that's on the
She's
stream.
already stalking me. Thank you, honey. Love you.
Oh, and that John, people are complaining about. Shocking! People are complaining about something. That mosquito sound you hear is the machine extracting the refrigerant from the lines. So what we have to do today is we're going to be taking out the HVAC system, and this is going to make it so that we don't have a bad time when we disconnect those lines.
You know what's funny is there's no sticker at all of the weight of Freon. I wonder where.
Weird.
You know, it's probably on the plastic that's right here. I didn't even look. The covering plastic.
Oh,
that
right,
we took
right,
off
right.
Many episodes before.
It usually tells you there, yeah.
Yeah.
This looks really clean in here, man. This looks like almost like a brand new car.
Yeah, after we pressure washed it and used that nice industrial cleaner that I have, that citrus cleaner.
Look at that. Look how clean it is under there, guys. That's clean. And that's the machine.
Well, when we started, we were just under 100 psi. We're around 95, 98 psi. And we're down to 40 psi now, so we're almost half done.
Half done already? Wow.
So when we take this HVAC out, we're going to have the H system open. Moisture today, humidity is a little, well, I would say around 62, maybe or so. The system will get moisture in it.
Yep.
But this machine will take care of it once we put the other HVAC in here. We'll tell it to go through it. We want to charge it, and it's going to apply a vacuum. It's going to make sure the oil is proper. It's measuring the oil that we're extracting out of this thing too.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to inject oil the same amount that we took out of it. It takes care of everything. It doesn't drop down fast, but it measures everything.
Every step of the way, yeah.
Everything.
All right, I'm gonna get the new HVAC system so you guys can see what it looks like. Hold on. I bet you most of them never even actually use the window.
Got it. Come here. Gotta show off the dog. Yeah, she hangs out.
And this is the new HVAC system we're putting in. So we're putting this in. This is like a pretty much a 2,000 mile system, so it should work. Hopefully.
Seabird. Almost done.
Almost done.
Dakota's loving life right now.
Yeah. Look at the puppers. The dog just literally just sitting there chilling,
Yeah, she'll chill here for an hour.
having the best time ever.
You can sit here and rock her like a kid, and it's messed up.
I want to be held like that. Why doesn't anyone hold Rich like that, huh? All right, we're almost done with the extraction, and after that, we're gonna head to.
Almost done. We're down to like 5 psi.
Okay.
It's probably going to extract 1 kilogram.
Okay.
So we're down to 0.91. We're up to.
Again, this is the new HVAC system that's going in right here, and these are the 2 lines that we have to disconnect for the old HVAC system, and we're gonna see what it's like behind that firewall of a Tesla Model S.
Who here has done as much as this with Rich? Any technicians on here? Any Tesla technicians or anybody do-it-yourselfers? I'd like to hear from you guys.
I'm sure there's got to be a Tesla tech. There's always someone from Tesla watching this video. They're probably just lurking. It's probably this and trying to like calculate where we are, the address, if they can send the thing to come to us.
Send an Elon bomb kind of thing.
Right.
We're off a drone. Almost.
Elon will send his drones just to come take us out.
What's his new thing? The submarine? That little mini submarine that
Yeah, to take out the cave.
the children that was trapped.
Yeah, right. Thankfully they got out. They survived on snacks, dude. They bought snacks when they went in. They survived on just like snacks here and there.
How long were they trapped for? Was it just over 2 weeks?
I think something like that. Maybe 14 days, 10, 14 days.
You know what? Thumbs up to those kids. All right, now it's going through the whole, making sure the oil's out of it, everything like that. Another minute or two, and it's fully extracted. Your baby needs a wash. It's dirty.
No, it's fine. She's got other issues I gotta fix.
What do you think? How many more months or weeks do you think you want this thing to be on the under the knife when you get to drive it?
Honestly, once the front motor is out and the new one's in,
then it's just now reassembled.
I'm just gonna get the basics back together, just to see if it like goes online, get it to drive, and then I'm good with that. What takes the longest are like the trim pieces, the dash, this.
The fine detail.
The fine details take the longest.
You want to drive it around in a milk crate?
That'd be awesome.
It's still just making sure there's not, it's separating the oil from the Freon. And once that's separated, it's measured. Then it's recorded. Wiring minds want to know. My wife's still on there?
She might be. I don't know. I think she's kind of lurking at this point.
Yep, she's probably going between this one and Lulu Row. Yeah, she's a Lulu loony.
Is she?
Oh, big time. Love her to death. Yes, honey, I said I love you.
Oh.
Richie, you are awesome. My son and I watch your vids religiously.
Thank you. Thank you, Bumpin27. Is that it?
Yep. Recover. 0.93. Recovering complete. Done.
Cool. All right, nice. So it's recovered. Now we're going to, I guess, attempt to move things into the car to show you guys how to take out the HVAC system. It should be pretty easy. Once Lee takes that off, you'll be able to see a little bit closer as to what else we got to take off.
Get that line out of here. There we go.
There you go.
Just to let you know, if anybody is a do-it-yourselfer, the low pressure line is very tight to fit in there to recover, or even get the line on there to do pressure measurements. But it will fit on. You don't need a special adapter.
All right, we're gonna move this bad boy into the car. All right, so stay tuned a second. Hold on while we readjust.
Rich, while you're doing that, I'm gonna get the tools.
Okay. Oh, shit. Oh, come on. All right, bear with me, we're moving. Okay, going inside the car now. All right, here's inside the magic spaceship. Oh, yeah. Oh, and Lee wants to come in. Should I let Lee in?
No. Lock him out. Morning again, guys. Alright, 10s. Don't mind me, I'm talking to myself.
Who's this guy in a Jeep? What the hell? Is this Elon Musk? Is it?
Hi, Dakota. Two of us on that straight down.
All right.
I just bought it like 2 weeks ago, and it was just something quick to get me out of a pinch.
All right, Lee. So this should be super easy to get out, man.
All right, got everything that we need. And let's just start with hand tools for our stock. Will do. No fun. All right, Rich, there's that one for you. If you want.
Nice.
Everybody can see what we're doing here.
Yeah.
Up here in the upper right is a fastener to the firewall. Upper right center, another fastener. Lower right fastener. Lower center left. Or excuse me, right, excuse me. Yep, dyslexia.
Jesus, Lee. Come on,
Yeah,
man.
the landmark didn't do so well for me, did it? Dyslexic person will know landmark.
So then we got that side. Oh, then that corner right
Yep,
there.
that one. I'll just loosen
And
it.
then there's that one right down here, too.
Now, Rich, when someone does the harnesses, where do they have to unplug?
We shouldn't have to really do many harness unplugging because a lot of this harness runs around this the HVAC itself. It's a separate harness from the rest of the car.
We got this one with a friction clip. Another friction clip. Yep, I want to knock the camera. Come on. Oops, sorry about the camera. And I tried to spin the motor over the other day, and it sees the lower motor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it sees.
Is it really?
Yeah, it looks like the water, definitely. This motor, the lower motor is definitely. Yeah, check out the camera, put it right in here, and I think you can just barely.
Oh, yeah, wow.
The bearings definitely.
That motor needs some help in there.
Like I'm pushing pretty hard to get
Yeah.
it moving in.
Yeah, it's done.
Later on, I want to take this thing all apart to see what parts cross-reference over. Oh, the lateral acceleration, or G-force, or how there's a pitch yaw sensor
Yeah.
for ABS. Ducati, Triumph, and one other motorcycle company use the exact same sensor.
They do.
The exact same one.
That's out there. That's out on that side.
There's one up here too. Way up there.
Yeah. And then we have to go in from under the hood.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a special, I think it's almost like a hex.
Yeah, check it out.
And that's when a little bit of the PP might come out. It might hiss a little bit. What do you think? You see it right there in the middle?
Yep. I got the super long Allen for that.
Awesome. All right. Okay. So the super long one that's on the outside, I think we're almost kind of done here in terms of what we need to do on the inside. There's still a little water residue.
We're gonna get a whole bunch. I bet you, even sitting here for weeks, drying in this hot sun.
Yeah. There's still gonna be some water in there for sure. For sure. You know what, Lee? After this HVAC comes out, dude, this may not be bad.
You don't think so? Let's find out. No, let's try not to hurt it. Let's not rip it open.
It might not be bad because I have the replacement one to that, and it doesn't look like it's in great shape because it's.
No,
well, this is easy. This is easy.
Yeah, this is the easy one, but it just doesn't feel. It feels like with the sun we've been doing and everything that.
It might be okay.
Here's a screwdriver to pop that. There we go. That clip.
Let's see. There's another one on
I
this
didn't
side.
see it. Now that is your.
Proximity sensor for the key.
Yes.
Yeah.
I forget how many. They have 4 or 5. 4 of them. I've seen one in the trunk.
There's one right there. See that one like right there? Oh,
Yep.
it should be back there. If it was Velcro there before.
One up in the front bonnet or the front.
Yep. There's one right here in the center console.
Yeah, they have many of them all over.
Yeah. This isn't bad, man. What do you think about this?
No, it's in great shape. You know what?
Maybe we'll keep it.
Problem is, even though it's dry, we make sure there's no mold, so we have to probably hit it with a little bit of vinegar or something that's an anti-mold.
Yeah. Huh.
Even maybe possible a clear coat, even if there is mold
seal it?
spores in it, to seal it so they don't come back. If anything does get wet again, we want to make sure we encapsulate the mold. You don't need anybody to be getting sick later on in life.
Oh no, being sick isn't fun, unless it's someone else, and it's hilarious.
All right, there's that super long show. That's the one.
Up front?
Yep.
All right, so I'm gonna go do that. Do we have a thing in it? Let's see.
Yeah. Got everything right here for you.
Cool. All right, we're gonna go to the front real quick, guys. Lee, you want to stay in and just talk to them so they don't get lonely?
Oh, I'm not so good doing a small chat, but yeah. Yeah, should we have another debate of, about another car logo?
Just read the stream. Like, read what they're saying.
All right, guys, what's going on? What kind of crap are they complaining about now, Lee? Oh, one guy's rich, respect. Love that. All right. So what are you guys saying? Hey, what's going on? You say hi to me. Hi, Lee. You can somewhat see what Richard's doing in there. Somewhat there. Yeah. Yep. What do you guys think? I should get a big black rim glasses just like he does? Nerd goggles? In the Marine Corps, we used to call those BCs, birth control glasses.
I don't know, Lee. I think I'm doing all right for myself. I got a few kids under my belt. Oh, look at this. Check out this. Look at this. How corroded that is.
That is,
Good luck on the car from Australia, Tasmania.
Oh, thank you.
Oh,
buddy.
that's awesome.
Look at that. That's the screw. Wow. That's pretty. We need that.
That came out of the AC line connection up by the firewall in the front or front bonnet, as some people say.
Oh, we need 2 more sizes I need.
Do you need the Torx?
Yeah.
All right. Got everything take this,
Nice.
and here you go. You'll need.
Oh, these are the skinnies?
Yep. So if anybody's ever here, here's the A-pillar column connections on the driver's side. So if you're looking for any electrical connections for the car, antenna connections from multiple different things. Sunroof motor again, one of them. The other one is over there. Forward brake light switch. The steering column, don't know where it's coming from, this piece, but the other whole piece from Mercedes. This copper tubing is actually the cable going from the sunroof motor all the way up to the whole sunroof glass. One thing Tesla didn't do was keep on painting up here so you could see how far we had the water. We had water halfway up the windshield, and this rusted, but this didn't. So we're going to have to just take this off later, quickly sandblast it, just paint the whole thing, just protect it, stop the rust, make this thing last, 20, 30 years. But if this helps anybody in the future from diagnosing, repair, or whatever, hope this helps out. If I can actually hold the camera steady. No corrosion at all. He's almost done. Blower motor? No, it shouldn't. I mean, it vacuumed it right down to nothing. If anything, it'll pull vacuum in, or pull air in, excuse me.
I think you could start tugging at the AC system now,
It feels like one more fastener. Is there another fastener inside by chance? Alright, I'm going to put this camera down, guys, just so you can see what we're doing here. Okay, it's disconnected fully. It feels like something up by the windshield. Oh, right there. There's something, exactly.
Yeah.
There's a
Right here.
right there. And so, to our followers right now, there's a fastener up by here. So you got to take the whole dash pad completely out to do this.
Yeah. How would you say this compares to doing one in a traditional ICE car?
I would say this is very close to being the same.
Yeah.
Very close. Some cars are an absolute rash to do. Other ones,
One over there too. The second one. The second one. There's like.
thank you. This one I would say is normal, in comparison. They did not really make this very easy or hard.
Yeah.
But Tesla didn't put a whole bunch of stuff in here, and the wiring harness is not wrapped around it. Some manufacturers will put a harness completely around it, and it can become a complete rash. You're spending 45 minutes just getting that harness undone and around. This one's not at all. They at least thought of that.
Whoa! Hey!
One fastener, and it fell out.
Look at that. He's out, baby.
Got the AC drain on the bottom. And they actually had a tight fit on this thing. They actually glued it.
They glued what? The drip?
Yeah, the AC drain. You know what? I'm just gonna. Which other fasteners, manufacturers don't. They just slip it on.
Yeah.
And it's just held in there just by nothing, really. Thank you, Tesla. That's actually thinking future, because a lot of people get these hoses loosen up throughout time and then leak inside the car, and you start getting mold inside the car.
So the glue creates a better seal.
Yeah, and they also put a nipple on it to actually stop it from coming off. They didn't put I have something right on that side. Can you see, Rich? Something on this side, like a harness. Can't tell. I think it's this right here. Yeah, there we go, man.
Let's put this right here. No, this is a pain in the butt one. Hold on. Let me get a couple of these out of here.
Ooh, maybe I get it. Got it.
Got it.
And get that servo.
Got it.
Perfect. Select ring, antenna, and there's the whole unit.
There you go. There's Lee's unit.
Oh,
I didn't think it'd be black, but.
Yeah, no, it's. You're making me blush.
All right. Yeah, that's it, man. And I got the new one over here. So yeah, look at this. Doesn't look that bad.
No, but
The
the
back
silt,
wall.
you know, it's the back wall's not a problem, but this is the problem that we can't clean.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes if water gets back on there, we don't know if there's mold spores in there. Then let's just say some kind of moisture or whatever gets in here. 5 years from now, you sell the car and the people start getting sick, or they have a kid that has asthma.
Right.
That's not cool. So we're making sure that no one ever gets sick, and this thing is better than new.
No, this is awesome.
Yeah, the AC drain, just to let people know. So if a shop ever goes online and trying to find out, this is the AC drain right above the airbag control module. And I can't tell what that module is. Rich, what is that module?
Air suspension.
So, air suspension module, airbag control module. But you got the AC drain, which is not the best to be right there in case there is some stupid problem. You know, let's just say something goes wrong. See this right here, people? This little cutout. That's actually their lock. They have it going right over a nipple and it really locks in. That hose is not coming off.
Mm.
That hose is not coming off at all. It was actually a little bit of a rash getting it off. All right, what do you think? Getting this front insulation, do you want to take this off?
I don't know, man. I kind of. We can, but it's gonna. I mean, we have to cut it out because this wiring harness right here. I don't plan on removing this wiring harness. I just want to cut a slit in it and pull it all out. We could probably do it.
Yeah, probably right up to the inlet.
The box, yep.
Yeah, the plenum inlet, right there. Then it would be a perfect. There's a couple little slits we probably have to do, but it wouldn't sacrifice anything with the sound dampening and insulation of the vehicle.
I think we should do it then. Let's pull it out. Just to be safe, you know?
I'll take this piece out of here without disconnecting the computer.
Okay.
And trading paint with any other cars.
Or I could pull it out on my side 10 times easier.
Yeah. And your wife probably laughing right now. When's the last time your wife heard not pull it out then?
Ah! I don't even get that far, Lee, honestly.
No disrespect to your wife.
Alright, so now I would just cut a slit. This pulls right off, dude. Look at this.
Yeah, that's awesome. Look at friction clips right here. I just don't want to damage the paint. There we go. There we go.
Look at this clusterfuck of a rat's nest right there.
Oh,
That's going to be interesting. I mean, I'm not touching that again, Lee. I'm just leaving that.
that's awesome.
I'm leaving that shit right there as it is.
Look at
I'll get a razor blade, alright?
that. Okay. Unscrew that fastener. So there's some friction stars or speed clips in here holding this juting or insulation, sound insulation. The insulation does serve a couple purposes as thermal and sound. If you do or don't like how loud your Tesla is, some of them are a little louder than normal, getting road noise inside the vehicle. You can actually insulate these things a little better, such as putting closed cell foam right in here, like a little block, right in there. You can fit other closed cell foam in a couple other places. For example, the dead pedal, right behind the dead pedal. Audi, Mercedes-Benz, and BMW put closed cell foam in areas like this. After the harness is done, everything's done, they'll put like a softball size piece right in there. And they'll do it on both sides, like where Rich is, right over there, in that hole. So it would help with sound insulation. You know, they'll even put little blocks here and there that make a big difference on certain frequencies on road surfaces.
You know what? We have to pull these out anyways. It's kind of annoying, but whatever. These, the sunroof control, the sunroof motors have to come out too. Get the rest of this padding off.
Yeah, I got this.
It's behind there pretty good. I'm just gonna cut this out.
Yeah. I do like how they lay the harness really low, serviceable. And it's all about being serviceable. I'm actually just going to move it. I'm smelling mold.
You smell it?
Yeah, with the nostrils like mine, man, I can smell anything. And I'm getting a little whiff of it, so.
That's good to know.
What, the nostrils?
Yeah, even though you detect. Lee has a built-in mold detection system.
Yeah. A gift from my parents. I'm just seeing how. Okay. Slide that out. Good.
Lee, I hated doing those, by the way. If there's the one clips that I hate
The
doing in this
slide
car. I hated the sliding clips. Hated them.
Man, slide cam locks. Come on, let's move. You're moving. This one has silt in it. So see what we're looking at, people here?
Yep.
And you also see the part number to the air suspension controller, so.
There you go if you need one. I wonder if this airbag controller is good.
Yeah.
Let's go with no on that one.
Yeah, yeah, would you trust your kids in the car?
No. No.
You're not going on the racetrack with it. So, if you're going to be on the street, come on. Wow, this one does not want to slide. They don't want to come out. There it goes.
There you go.
See why you hated it.
Hated those. Hated those.
What's funny is
Looks
no
clean, huh?
corrosion.
We'll open it up and see what's in the inside, though. There's probably some agua on the inside a little bit.
Let's see if anybody can cross-reference it. Any part number to this thing that cross-reference to another manufacturer by chance?
Yeah. Germany. All right. Let's get the rest of this bad boy out.
Yeah. Then we got the main, just show people the main
grounding.
ground point to the vehicle, which is going to be that's not the best place to put it, because let's say you have some corrosion there.
Yeah.
You have to take all of this part to just get to that.
Right.
It should have been in an area, somewhere where, okay, less than a half an hour to get to versus many hours.
Right. Well, you could still sneak back there. You could take off the center console. You don't have to remove the HVAC system, which is good, but it's still a pain to get to. You have to have like tiny fingers. You have to have like child labor, like child slave labor do this for you.
Give your nephews, nieces, something like that, or one of your young kids to get in there.
Okay, you want to get in Daddy's moldy. Look at this. I'm glad we.
Yeah, look at that right there. We still got some mold or dirt and everything like that, but I'm smelling something that's very musty. It smells like an old cellar.
Yeah.
That's where the car didn't have any of that smell, just like let's say a half an hour ago, 45 minutes ago.
Yeah.
And
there you go.
Take that out.
Yeah.
We give a good shot of the people for showing them the harness, how it's laid out.
This is actually a pretty simple harness, guys.
It looks very difficult. It looks, overwhelming. It's really not. Everything is proprietary, plugs into certain things. Everything has its place, and you cannot double connect it, meaning put one connector in the wrong place.
All right, everything has a specific place that it goes to.
Yes.
Good.
There's different connectors that I see that are not being used, such as, who knows what these are for.
I think those are probably like test connectors
Yeah.
to see like if there's a break in the wiring harness for maybe a test probe or something like that. There's some tool that they use to put in there to
When I
test the
worked in
wiring
Mini
harness.
almost 20 years ago, it feels like, yeah. Let's see, 19 years ago. We had a factory rep come in, not a factory rep, but a factory technician. We couldn't figure out a car, working on it for months. He plugged into certain connectors like this,
Yeah.
and oh my God, he could see so much more than we could, and we even had the factory tool, but he had his laptop, and whatever program they were running, he could see everything in the car.
Yeah.
Every wire, every resistance, everything. And it was connections like that, and there were certain hidden ones all over the car.
Those are probably like test probes to figure out,
Yeah.
hey, is there a break in the harness and like what information
But he was
is
seeing
being
digital,
transferred
and it
at
was
a certain
all
point.
communication. It was everything. It wasn't just like checking a resistance of a wire,
Right.
a simple continuity test. And it was something you wish you could have at the dealership. Something more. Yeah, another connection right there. I mean, it's just like we were just talking about. Connections right here.
Right, there's a whole bunch of them in the car. In random places.
But definitely we're going to be cleaning those, the ground wires up because we don't want that to...
No, that'd be the death of this thing.
That would be going crazy, lights going off, lights going on, kind of thing. That would be not so cool. So, in the future, if you ever sell this car, it's going to be better than perfect. You're going to have a clean conscience going, nope, yeah, that person's going to have a problem or anything like that, you know.
Right,
You're not going to feel like a sleazeball, you know, sales guy, you know, used car guy. And if you guys, one of you are used car guys, I'm sorry. Yeah, we actually had corrosion right there. When I pulled it off, we got white crap coming out of that.
Yeah, we got to take that out, sand that down, and...
Yeah, and then put a connection enhancer on there, a stimulant on there, which is really awesome stuff. Expensive as hell. It's like $150 for a little medicine dropper.
Really?
Yeah.
Sounds pricey.
It is, but it's unbelievable. The Germans swear by it.
The Germans?
Uns ja. We got some Strudel. It's a Delphi airbag controller. What do you think, man? Get those locks off. That lock off. The things I don't mess with: airbag controllers, ABS controllers, anything with steering and braking.
Yeah, that's
steering, braking, and SRS, safety restraint systems.
You don't want to mess with that.
them.
Nope, not even a little bit.
No.
But yeah, here we are.
Yeah, no, but if we have to, we go new.
Whatever. Oh, absolutely. No way. You don't fiddle around with that thing. Fiddle around with that. And then we want to take these out.
What do you do with the Torx? Oh, you might be up at the front.
The front, yeah.
Maybe.
I'm trying to think. I'm just gonna slide these out to the side.
Yeah, I would just say we pull them out without undoing them. I think we can probably just pull them out like an inch or two.
Yep.
And no problems. If someone hasn't noticed, probably the sunroof drain. Sunroof drains. See how they ran that big black hose right there? No, Rich, get out of the way.
Yeah, buddy.
That hose, that's the drain for the front on the passenger side, running all the way up. And we got this one right over here. That's your front AC drain for the driver's side. It's usually ran just like that. Here's your expansion valve or H valve for the air conditioning. You know, things that you're doing, Rich, right now are going to help out thousands of people in the future.
Hopefully, if they ever watch this stream.
Put it. I'm going to check underneath the dead pedal to see if we got any crud. If not, I'm just going to quickly clean it and put it back on.
I know. Dude, I'm upgrading, man.
It's a good thing that we actually moved this, Rich.
Why?
There's a little bit of mold underneath here.
No way! Oh yeah, that's crazy, dude.
Yeah. It's a good thing that we moved it.
You want to show the people?
Peoples. So I just moved the dead pedal. Here we are with some of the black crap right in here. There's some silt and dirt from when this thing was flooded, but the black right here is just some mold impregnating into the seam sealer. Another ground post that was right here. Very simple parking foot pedal lever.
Okay.
That top one looks like
This thing is in there like swimwear. Do you have anything automatic we could use?
yeah, I do, but I didn't bring the adapter.
Okay.
I failed.
Looks like we're doing it manually. Thanks, Lee.
Yeah, no problem. I think everybody likes to look at the back of your head.
Back of my shiny. It looks like an almond. Like a chocolate covered almond.
You know, you sit there with double mirrors in your bathroom, just like sitting there looking at the back of your own head. And I'm beautiful.
Look at me.
Every time I move the camera, you're in the way.
Sorry.
No worries, no worries.
God, look how much corrosion is in there, man.
Yeah, we're gonna take everything and make sure this thing's perfect. You know there's a technician somewhere that works on these things going, why the hell are you guys doing it this way?
Oh, absolutely. And we're sitting here like we didn't make the car, idiot. I think we got pretty far for not having a manual or anything like that.
Alright, I got a question I just noticed. They had a huge cutout here. Look at this huge cutout they did right here. And it's bolted, so there's a plastic, that's plastic right there. Feels like it at least. For the wiring harness, where they just did this. So what was their thoughts of putting right here?
Fuse box.
They were going to put a fuse box?
No, to pull everything through.
Yeah.
The fuse box is so big, I think they had to make the hole a bit bigger to pull the entire thing
Really?
through. Yeah. I remember doing it. You pull the entire harness as one full assembly, and the fuse box is part of it.
Wow.
So in order to pull the whole thing through, they had to do that. Jesus Christ, this is a pain in the butt.
Okay, hey, sweet. That comes right off.
Yeah.
So then you can just take the bracket or the, what would you call that? Could be technically like the transmission case.
Stuff is everywhere.
I got a 13 right here for your grounds if you want them.
What was the razor blade? There you go, got it.
Can everybody see what he's doing by chance? That was right off the forehead. I don't know how you just got me on the forehead.
That was the goal, Lee.
That was awesome. Got anything to clean up with?
Okay. Another random piece. So that's out.
Now, what I did
Oh,
notice...
look at that. Oh, look.
Yeah, there's more mold right in there.
Oh, man, guys. This is like crazy. Who knew?
It's not that bad, but the thing is, just some mold spores in here. Some aggressive ones, and they get wet again in the future. You know, and that stuff starts growing, and then it's behind there.
It starts repopulating.
It's going to be a mold garden behind there.
Yeah, so this is why Lee and I are going the extra mile to remove this stuff, guys.
You know, if this was going to be a scrap car, or if you're going to make this thing some kind of a track car, like a quarter mile or something like that,
Yeah.
not much of a daily driver, it's one thing, because this stuff wouldn't really ever get nasty. There you go.
All right, now we're going to take out the...
The first time Rich gets on his knees inside the car.
All right, so... You all right?
Yeah. I didn't get you off the forehead, did I?
No.
Alright, I'm taking this harness out. The A-pillar harness that they have. It's going to the doors and a couple other places. Come on. Alright, who's getting bored just watching us, man? What the hell? Set up some fireworks, do something, set something on fire, destroy something, at least let the smoke out of something.
Sometimes we gotta,
Rich, get back on that,
one wheel?
the one wheel and do something.
Entertain us, damn it. Yeah.
Yeah, look at that.
There's definitely
gonna
something there.
Yeah, it's something gross. That wouldn't even be trusted at all. But look at this. We already have the harness 3/4 of the way out, like if you wanted to. That's it. It looks like a nightmare, but it really isn't. It's laid out perfect.
Yeah, this is actually pretty easy to work on, believe it or not.
And you just got the main connection, A pillar left, going right here, going back. We got all the lights, communication, motor controls. Everything is going to the back on the driver's side or the left side of the vehicle. And then we just got the A pillar to the door harness, and possible sunroof controls. Anything like that. Got some high power. We got one that's high power and maybe a communication, maybe. Don't have the schematics in front of me. Rich, you want to? Did you see this? The warm silver.
No,
I don't know what
warm
that-
silver.
All right.
It's named titanium silver, I thought.
All right, man.
This. Would you look at this?
I'm gonna switch with it.
I'm gonna do that side. You know. Look at this, man. Just think, in an ice car, there'd be like a transmission tunnel right here for the exhaust and all that good stuff, and this is just flat. Amazing, isn't it, Lee?
And it saves so much more room. It saves a lot more room. You can have everything center. The center of gravity in this car, I would love to be able to measure it somehow.
Yeah.
You know, where is actually the center of gravity in this vehicle? You know, it has to be somewhere as low as this, with most of the weight being here. You got 1,300 pounds for the battery, 1,250 or whatever it is. There. Then the motor is about, what, 6 inches, 7 inches, no, 11 inches higher than that? But that's just that, maybe. But then everything else is lower. The front motor's a little higher.
Yep.
Everything else is low. That's why these cars handle so well. The center of gravity.
But the problem is their weight's so high. They handle well, but the weight's high so that you get a lot of body roll.
Like high on the weight scale in a way? You're not saying high in height-wise, right?
Yeah, high in weight scale. All right. Let's see. Where was I? So now I'm just gonna take off this one right there, and yeah.
Man, this thing's awesome.
It cleans up pretty nice, huh?
It really does. I mean, we're going to have this all nice and clean. But they only put some Dynamat in a couple places.
Which is interesting.
And just some key points. And so they're using... What's funny is the electric motor is right there.
Yeah.
It's right there.
Literally
We could
right there.
actually add more Dynamat. A couple places right there. I don't know why they don't use closed foam in here just to get rid of that noise.
Right, the tinning noise. Yep.
Yeah. Closed foam in here.
There is some in there.
There
See in the
is,
corner? But not much.
Yeah,
Just a
not
little bit in
much.
there.
It's very little, but it's more of a sprayed foam where Audi, BMW, Mercedes, and some other car manufacturers will use like a softball size.
Yep.
Jam it in. Sometimes I've seen pieces like the size of a soccer ball. They'll crumple it up to the size of a golf ball, put it in there, and it just opens right up.
Expands. Yeah.
But it's very soft. It's like the old Nerf balls.
It's still like Malibu, whatever. Yeah. Amazing just how you could see like the blatant areas that the water didn't get to. That when we were pressure washing
Right.
at least.
Yeah.
Because like here is super clean, but over here it's a lot of mess going on. You can actually see the exact line. Look at that. The exact line. That's wild.
But the crimps, I'm looking at the crimps of the wires. Nothing's contaminated. Nothing's corroded. Like on these ground posts. There's a little bit of crud in between the nut and the stud here. We're going to take care of that, but I'm looking very closely at these crimps. And I don't see corrosion. That's a good thing.
So corrosion is a good thing or a bad thing?
Bad thing. Corrosion's
So
a bad.
Corrosion bad, not corrosion good.
Yay.
Alright, hold on. What do you think for a second?
I'm going
It's been not even an hour, and an hour ago the HVAC was still in the car,
Yeah.
and the refrigerant was also still in the car too.
Yeah. So fully evacuated. HVAC out. We're going through just to make sure everything is perfect before we reassemble.
In under an hour, 50
Yes.
minutes so far.
Now, what are you? Okay, I'm going to leave you alone. There's a wire, one wire, 2 or 3 wires running up on this A-pillar right here.
I almost feel like that's a sensor wire for the sunroof.
I can see that, but it's funny how they don't give you a service connection, you know, anywhere around here. Well, you would have to pull off possibly the headliner and everything like that.
Yeah, it's a bitch.
Yeah, it's like, okay, so that's one thing I would probably correct. It's like, all right, just use a service connection there. So if you have to do anything, but.
Oh, you know what I realized? The VIN plate's gone. The VIN plate was connected to that main bracket, that aluminum bracket in the car. So we have to make sure I get that VIN plate off before.
Dumpster diving from quite a few weeks ago. Wait, Carl's not around, is he? You're not going to go dumpster diving. No, Harold.
Harold.
Sorry, Carl. Sorry. Not Carol.
Harold.
Yeah, Harold. What you doing, boy?
Yeah, boy. Yeah, I know.
There we go. Oh, sorry, guys. Knocking you around here. Oh. And see what he's doing. Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. You know, I never looked up. Why do they use 2 motors on the sunroof? You know, 2 separate motors on each side. You know, of the system. Anybody know that? Why they use 2 motors on the sunroof at all by chance? And a remote location way down by the dash.
Serviceability? Who knows, man? I don't know. Where's the damn razor blade?
Oh, probably I sat on it and I'm probably not
Probably directly into your ass.
Oh, good God.
That would get some sun action in there.
Oh, that'd be a bad day. Bad. Very bad. You keep on losing the razor blades, man.
I know, man. It's probably like in my forearm or something. Where?
What's the nastiest cut you've ever got from a razor blade, you know, doing stupid shit?
God, I hate the razor blade cuts because they're so precise and
so clean.
You don't feel them until like, wait a minute, why is there ketchup everywhere? And
Yeah.
you're like, oh, that's my bodily fluids. Okay.
Yeah, your fingers are getting sticky. I mean, you know, or it doesn't hurt for like at least 5 minutes, and then the stinging starts happening.
Well, rest in peace, Mr. Razorblade.
Bye bye.
Gotta be somewhere. What the hell? Where the hell is that razor blade? Got another one for me? Nice.
Don't want to lose those fasteners. Oh, and the harness is fully free. I mean, we could take it out, but we don't need to.
Nah, I think I should leave it.
Yeah. I'm right with you.
Because although we're energetic and happy-go-lucky now, once we start taking that harness out, our day is just going to start taking a turn for the dark side.
I'm your father, Luke.
There you go. There you go, Governor.
Oh, camera down.
That's it.
Yeah.
How's
It
it
has
smell?
old basement smell.
Really? Notice how the entire smell of the car has changed
Just by taking that off.
just by taking like those pieces out.
It had no smell at all. Perfect, you know, just natural outside smell. Clean.
But then we took those out, it started smelling again.
Yep.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah, that's
That's the harness. So that's the vehicle's main harness, main wiring harness right here.
Does anybody know what these are for?
They should know that. You know that the one too, Lee. Remember that was for the.
No, I was just asking people. Some new people that might popping on. Going, what the hell are those for?
Yeah, Lee knows the deal. You know you guys know the deal too.
Heater core.
That's right.
Yeah, that's your heater core. Or heater element.
Mm-hmm.
So what we're going to do now is probably maybe do another video, start another stream. I don't know. You ask me, tell me. And then we do the... we have to do anything in the engine compartment right now? Or engine compartment, yeah, front bonnet.
The front bonnet.
Yeah, the engine compartment. Yeah, there you go.
No, we're going to do a separate stream for that part. So, all right, guys, we only have a few more minutes, guys. So ask us any questions that you want. We got the main wiring harness out of the car.
Does anybody want close-ups to certain areas that they're concerned about at all?
Yeah, what do you guys want to see? Let us know. Because we're going to be signing off. What does it say?
Say something like sock baby.
God.
Oh, these guys are an absolute riot.
That's funny. What are they saying? What do they want?
Someone says the car.
Huh? What do you guys want? Talk to us here. You guys for a few minutes.
I need help with the white van.
Close up on the forehead. You guys. Oops. A little cool in here. Come on, come on, come on. The VIN number plate is in that large bar. There's a huge bar. The member that connects the two sides of the car that the HVAC system mounts to. The VIN plate's on that. So, yeah, boys, hurry up.
Yeah, the loom, it looks like it's still good. We're going to have to do a continuity test on quite a few different things to make sure it's perfect, but we're going to go through it 6 ways a Sunday.
Say hi, Lee.
Hi, Lee.
Come on, come on, come on.
Would you buy a Galaxy 9 instead of an iPhone? I'm a Droid person right now. I was an iPhone person. I don't think I'll go back to that side. Just my personal preference.
How much longer do you think till it's done? Well, that's a good question, boys and girls. I don't really know. You guys have to understand that I only work on this car when I can. Usually I hit Lee up and I'm just like, dude, can you work on it? And he's like, yeah, let's do it. And then it depends on my schedule because I have a lot of stuff going on. You know, I have like kids, responsibility, you know, wife, girlfriend, all that stuff. It just stays busy, man.
Wives and girlfriends.
That's how busy I am, man. That's how busy I am, dude. You know?
That's a good one.
So yeah, that's it. I think we're gonna be signing off soon. And my wife's already harassing me. Can you pressure wash the car again? Yeah,
Yes.
we're gonna pressure wash the front right here to get some of that gunk out, and we're also gonna scrub this wiring harness to get some of that soot off.
Mm-hmm.
And we're actually gonna be getting. So this is the thing that's kind of concerning is this right here. That right
The
there.
camera.
Oh,
One of
shit.
the cameras. One of them.
Let's see. This is a little concerning.
Yeah, very small pins in the lower bottom.
So we're gonna have to get those little not wire brushes, but
They do have pin cleaners. It's like almost like a toothpick, but it's a special design for the micro pins.
we have to get those pin cleaners to get in there because, yeah, we want to make sure that's clean. I'm not sure if all those pins are active. No, they're not. Only like 10 of them are on each side. This one's pretty full. Well, we got to get some really good cleaner and get it in there. I also might get like almost
DigiKey has them, Snap-on has them, Cornwall has them, all of them, but you can buy them on DigiKey, something like that, for doing stuff like this.
I may also give it a good bath in maybe vinegar.
Finger and then rubbing alcohol.
Exactly, and then just to really maybe soak it in that for a little bit. Or maybe if I get a large bucket, I'll just soak this in all of the ends of this entire wiring harness in that. And then when it's out, I'll get some pin cleaner and just run the pin cleaner through it.
Yeah.
And make sure they're nice and clean. Because this is easy. Now that it's all out, it shouldn't be a big deal to get a nice big bucket and then just dunk it all in there and let it soak for a little bit. These pins and these connectors do
Right
look...
there, I see some corrosion in that one.
There
Right by my
is-
fingernail.
Yeah, there's some corrosion in there, but I think, again, soaking it really well and then getting in there with a small brush and cleaning all that stuff out is awesome.
It's a must.
It's like you have to do it. So we're making decent progress on this. Really decent progress. But yeah, that's it, boys. We're gonna be signing off. We got a lot done today, and oh shoot, hold on. Oops.
What's wrong?
We're gonna be heading out of here pretty soon. You know? What was I gonna say? Hurry up! You have like one more question.
Hey, who wants to work at my
They
shop?
just keep saying like thick over and over again.
Who started that? Who started? Whoever started that thick thing on your.
I don't know. Maybe it was me. I don't know who it was.
But it was awesome every time.
Oh yeah, and follow me on Instagram at RichieBKid. Carl will put a link to the Instagram in the description. We're gonna get some other work done today. Little minor stuff here and there.
Thank you, Carl.
Thank you, Carl, for running the stream. We appreciate it. And that's really it. We're gonna sign off, boys. Boys.